Hello. Hey girl, welcome back to What Naomi Reads. I'm Naomi, and if you are one of my book girls, welcome back. I hope you're having a blessed week. If you are new here, welcome. Please take a moment to like the video, comment what's your current read of the week, like what are you reading, what's your favorite book, whatever girl, how's your week going? Let me know in the comments, and also please subscribe. And again, thank you so much for watching. So if you can tell by the title, girl, we are going to be getting into all things Miss Kennedy Ryan. I'm going to go over the way I read her books and how I would recommend reading them, because girl, I'm reading the girls are starting with score. Like, what are we talking about here? So let me go over and tell you how I recommend, how I think is the best way to read her books. And mind you, I have not even read all of her books. So these are the books that I read from her and how I think you should read them. So first we're going to start with the Skyland series. I love the series. We are following three best friends living in Atlanta. They are very rich, okay? We're gonna start with, of course, the first book, which is Before I Let Go. Before I Let Go follows Jasmine and Josiah. They are a divorced couple navigating life after divorce with 2 children, all while still having a business together. They have so many unresolved issues, girl. They done got divorced and just act like everything disappeared, and that's not the case whatsoever. This talks about trauma, unresolved feelings as well, and it is a second chance romance. Next is This Could Be Us, follows Soledad and Judah. Soledad is a married woman with 3 kids. Her husband's name is Edward. Mind you, this is not who the book follows, okay? She is experiencing a betrayal by her husband, and within that betrayal, she meets the prosecutor who is prosecuting her husband, which is Judah. Now, Judah is smitten over Soledad. Soledad navigates and basically has to heal after her husband, and how she does that all while basically trying to figure out if she should even talk to the man that is prosecuting her husband, child. Next, Can't Get Enough. Can't Get Enough follows Hendrix and Maverick. Now, Hendrix is a woman who is single by choice, no children, living her best life, girl. How she is becoming a caregiver to her mother with dementia, and all while basically trying to figure out her life and how everything fits, you know, her business and everything. Like, speaking of business, she has a business partner. Her business partner is literally going through a breakup, and within 24 hours later, that man is in love with Hendrix. Okay, listen to that again. Hendrix basically ends up in some type of crazy love triangle web with her business partner and her business partner's ex-man. They basically just broke up. So yeah, that is the Skyland series. You definitely read this first, okay? Next is going to be the Hoop series. I read this immediately after, girl. This was already ordered by the time I put down the last book of the Skyland series. So this starts off with, oh my goodness, to read this for the first time again, like, This starts off with Long Shot. In Long Shot, we meet Iris. The beginning of the book, she's in college, whatever. She meets August. August is a basketball player who is basically about to go. He about to go, girl. He's like about to, I don't know. He is like a star player. And girl, I think he already had that contract signed. Like, he was ready to go. Their first interaction, they instantly connect. But Iris is with Caleb, girl. This is basically like a forbidden romance, physical abuse and emotional abuse. If you remember the movie Enough, Long Shot is very, very heavy. So please make sure you understand what you're getting into. There are a lot of girls I read that say they have to put the book down and come back. I had moments where I was just like, oh my goodness, like screaming at the top of my lungs. Like, this was such a great emotional read. Next, we have Hookshot. Hookshot follows Lotus, which is actually Iris's cousin. And Keenan, I want to say Hookshot was my favorite out of the whole series. It has like a bit of an age gap, which I don't mind, girl. I don't mind the age gap romances, okay? And it also has a lot of trauma. Both Iris and Lotus have been through so much, girl. Like, it's crazy. And then last but not least is Blockshot. Blockshot was actually really good, but I would recommend you read it because actually a lot of people say they like Blockshot the most, and I was like, oh, okay. This follows Jared and Banner, who are like enemies. They like hate each other, and I'm not really big on like the enemies to lovers trope. Banner and Jared did have like a love little encounter when they were younger, but now that they're older, they like are both sports agents that are like competitive and competitive rivals. They hate each other. She was actually in a relationship, see a little bit of cheating, unresolved feelings. Blockshot can be emotionally heavy. It was so different from the first two that it kind of like, it kind of threw me off. I love this book. I think Miss Kennedy did such an awesome job doing the enemies to lovers, which I feel like is really a hit or miss trope. She did it with this one, but again, it's not like trauma heavy, which was what the first two books were. So I guess she was like, let me just kind of calm down. I have it in the wrong order, girl. It's supposed to go like this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is the order to read it in. Sorry. Oh my God. Hookshot being last, I think it's just phenomenal. I read it out of order. And so read this second. Then you're gonna pick up the Renaissance series. Now, Real follows Neva and Cannon. Oh my God. Love Neva down. Like, Cannon. Hello. Neva is an aspiring actress and Cannon is a director. A little bit of an age gap, girl, and I am not mad at it, okay? Cannon is a director. He's so nonchalant and he has a very like hard exterior. So when he lets you in, you're in, and that's why I just loved Real. I love a man that's like steel to the world, but to his woman, it's like he's butter. He just melts in her hand. I loved it. Cannon is filming his film called Desi Blue. Before the film, he cast Neva as the lead. Been a romance trope. We talk about chronic illness because Neva is dealing with a chronic illness. You have to see her navigate that while she is trying to film her first major film. Next was The Close-Up. Nas. I think it was like Nas. They pronounce it Nas or Nas. I think it was Nas. Nazareth. Nas because his name is Nazareth. Okay, girl. So anyways, yeah, we meet Takira and Naz, or Nazareth, short for Nazareth. So the novella in the series, it's not like a full book, as you can see, like the width of the book. It's not long. I think it was like I think it was like shy of 200 pages. Really, really good, great read to like if you need something to pick up for the weekend, girl. Now go ahead and pick up The Close-Up. Now that is a read, girl. This is a second chance romance. We meet Kira in high school, Naz in high school, and basically, girl, this was also like a forbidden romance because Naz is like her brother's like enemy, like worst enemy. He hates him. So you'll see why in the book, but she's basically like forbidden from being with him. She becomes a famous makeup artist. He ends up going pro to the NBA. They rekindle. They see each other at a party after so many years, and he's like, hey, I would like you to be my +1 on this trip that I'm about to go on with all of my closest friends, like my basketball friends. So she's like, okay, because she's actually invited by a Lotus, which is in Hookshot. So it's like interconnected. It's all interconnected, girl. And mind you, Takira, girl, is Neva's best friend. So it's like, you know, you get it? It's like all connected. And I just love that. I think it's so cute. So anyways, they go on a trip. They go like on a big cruise. Like they're going like, I forgot how many places they go, but they're going like international, girl. And it's a forbidden romance and like second chance type of vibe. And then lastly is Score, which is my last read. Let me know if you guys would like a review on Score. In Score, we meet Verity and Monk. Verity is the screenwriter for the movie Cannon is writing in Real. Monk is making the music for the movie, for Cannon's movie. Okay, Verity and Monk have a prior history, a crazy prior history now. They end up working together after so many years. Score is a second chance romance as well, mixed in with chronic illness as well, trauma, real bad trauma, girl, and grief, forgiveness, all types of stuff. Okay, so this is the Renaissance series. We're going to want to read this next after the Hoop series because like I said, it's all connected, girl. Last but certainly not least, we're going over the Bennett series. It's like a billionaire romance, which if you like that, which I love, okay? I want to read that, okay? I want to read the billionaire romances. I love this series. It was phenomenal. My favorite book of the entire series is Until I'm Yours. I actually read this all out of order, girl. I read Until I'm Yours first, but you're supposed to go in this order. You're gonna start with When You Are Mine, which follows Karis and Cam. Girl, basically Karis is such a sweet woman, you know, you can't help but love her, and she's dating Cam, which is so crazy because his best friend, which is Walsh, loves Karis. And When You Are Mine and Loving You Always follows their whole drama, the love triangle of Karis, Cam, and Walsh. Next is Be Mine Forever, which I'm not gonna lie, girl, I haven't read yet, which follows Joe, which is Walsh's cousin. Joe and Cameron end up together. So yeah. My girl Sophie, this is her book, blew me away. I loved Until I'm Yours. Sophie actually was dating Walsh for some time, girl. We see her love match with Bishop. Now Bishop, he kind of come out of left field. He's really not involved with none of the other books, thank God. It's so refreshing and so good, and we see basically why Sophie was the way she was in the other books. This book to me is the most trauma-filled book. The other books is like the billionaire romance. They deal with grief and loss and like crazy business, family business stuff, and that I really enjoyed reading. So go ahead and pick this series up. So I didn't get to mention this series yet. This is the Soul Trilogy series. The first book of the Soul Trilogy series. The first book is My Soul to Keep. I just picked this up because I thought it was so pretty. Oh my goodness, the script is very small, but it looks really pretty. Like, if you guys, I don't know if you guys can see, but like it's like beautiful artwork inside of the book. This goes over Kai, covers Kai and Ryson. This book, we see some of the characters from this book in the Hoop series. So that should be interesting. And I haven't picked this up yet. I'm currently reading The Misconnection by Tia Williams. So I don't know when I will, but eventually. That is my little roadmap to all things Kennedy Ryan. That is how I basically read her books that I have read. So that totals like 13 books I read from her. So I'm taking my time with her catalog again because I also don't really want to rush it. Enough yapping, girl, because I will talk y'all to death. Thank you, girl, so much for watching. Again, if you're still watching, please comment and subscribe, girl. Like the video. I will definitely see you in the next video. Talk to you later, girl.